There are many different basketball coaches today. Just because they have the basketball coach title does not automatically make them a good basketball coach. I've been researching for the past 2 weeks a little bit about what it takes to be a successful basketball coach. I've learned there are 3 main qualities that a coach needs to attain in order to be successful. The first thing that he needs to have is he needs to have patience. In an interview that I had with Matthew Jones, who is the current head varsity basketball boys coach of Avila Christian School, he says that in order to be an effective coach, you have to have patience with your team members. On the NCTC database, under the American Heritage English Dictionary, 4th edition, it says that patience is to be tolerant and understanding. Without patience, you will not be able to get through to your team members. Another thing of patience that you need to have is when teaching your students the things they need to know. Success takes time. It does not come at the beginning. Matthew Jones says that the problem that most coaches have is that they want success in an instant. They don't want to wait for it. They need to take the time to teach them the proper techniques. Without patience, your team will fail. They will get irritated with each other. With patience, they will grow together and be stronger for the better. The second thing that you need to attain in order to be a successful basketball coach is you need to have experience. In most careers, they require you to have a degree. However, on ehow.com, in an article by Tyler Ellington that talks about the job description of varsity basketball coaches, it says that a bachelor's or master's degree is preferred but not absolutely necessary with the correct amount of experience. Matthew Jones says that he does not have a degree, but he has plenty years of experience as an assistant coach to attain for that. Another type of experience that you need to know is, of course, the basic knowledge of the sport. And you also need some coaching experience. You need to know the basic knowledge of the sport because you cannot teach your team members if you don't know what you're talking about. The best type of coaching experience that you can get is to be an assistant basketball coach. On ehow.com, in the article by Tyler Ellington, he says that most coaches are required to be an assistant basketball coach before being a head coach because you get to see a head coach in action, which teaches you the things you need to know as a head coach yourself. The third thing that is very important, probably one of the most important things, is that you need to have a good relationship with each of your team members. Matthew Jones says that he treats his team as a second family. He says when problems occur in the family, the whole group will weaken. But if everybody is on the same page, they will work together for the better. It is very important to have a good relationship with each individual teammate. It helps you to be able to relate to them and for them to be able to relate to you. It develops a good trust that is definitely needed between the coach and the team. These three things will help you to be a more successful basketball coach. You need to have patience in order to get through to your team. You need to have experience so that way you know what you're teaching your team. And you need to have a good relationship so that way you can relate to your team and they can relate to you. These things will help you to be more successful. Just remember that it takes time and success is right around the corner. You just have to use the proper technique.